Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Sports on the Diesel as we obtained some shocking news here as the New England Patriots release Cam Newton. And it's not like Cam Newton didn't play well in the preseason here. 14-21, 168 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Didn't play all that particularly well in the last preseason game against the New York Giants. I think he only played one series, was 2 of 5. 16 yards and an interception. So it wasn't the best last preseason performance, but it's been the Mac Jones show in the preseason. 36 of 52, 389 yards, a touchdown, 0 interceptions. There is going to be a new era here in New England. It's the Mac Jones era. He is the most relatable player to Tom Brady. He's got qualities like Tom Brady. That doesn't mean he's going to be successful as Tom Brady, New England fans, but New England is a playoff team. I don't consider them to be Super Bowl contenders because they're not even the best team in their division, a.k.a. Buffalo, with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, and you got that phenomenal defense over there in Buffalo. You know, New England's the number 2 team in the AFC East, but they still, there's the likes of Tennessee, Kansas City, Baltimore. I mean, Cleveland has had its moments. They've been on the rise recently. There's all these other teams in the AFC that are really dominant teams. And they're not in that conversation yet. They need a couple more pieces, even though they've added some fantastic players with the 2 wide receivers in Kendrick Bourne and Nelson Aguilar, the speedster. And then you got the 2 tight ends. Back to the 2 tight end sets, which means it's going to be a run-heavy offense. They're going to use Damian Harris like crazy. We know about them trading Sony Michel, getting rid of Sony Michel, trading him to the Los Angeles Rams. So this is a Damian Harris, Mac Jones show here, running here. And, Juno Smith, Hunter Henry are the new 2 tight ends there in New England. I mean, you still got N'Keal Harry, you still got Jacoby Myers. Gunnar Olszewski is really more of their punt and kickoff returner kind of guy. He's had some great moments there as well. And then the defensive side of it, you got Matthew Judon, who's been a complete standout in the preseason. Van Noy's back. You got Chase Winovich. You got Guy. You got all these guys. This is going to be a top 5 defensive team, I still think. You still got Gilmore. You still got J.C. Jackson. You got Jonathan Jones. You got Jalen Mills. So you got some fantastic DBs and cornerbacks and safeties on this team. I think this team is going to go deep. How deep of a playoff run? They'll probably win the wild card or the divisional round, but that's it. I don't see them being AFC champs. I don't see them being a Super Bowl contender unless injuries, which obviously play a huge factor here in the NFL season. That would be the only way New England even has a remote chance of being there. And we saw that with Kansas City in the Super Bowl last year against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. The offensive line was not healthy. It wasn't fully there. So would the game have been a little bit different if Patrick Mahomes had all 5 of his starting offensive line guys? Oh, definitely. I think it would have been a different outcome. Do we think Tom Brady probably still would have won? Probably, but anyways, back to New England. Like I said, just because Mac Jones is the starting QB now in New England, he's won the starting job, doesn't mean we should be putting him on top of a Wheaties box, New England fans. It's one play at a time, one game at a time. First of all, he's got to get through 2 weeks of practice first before he even plays his first NFL regular season game against a good defensive Miami Dolphins team. So there's a lot. This is a step in the right direction for New England as a franchise. But there's speculation and questions of where will Cam Newton go? Where will he look to? Someone said Houston. I don't think he's going to get picked up by anyone based off of last year's numbers, even though he looked great in the preseason. But that is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for your time. If you guys haven't already, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, NFL football predictions are coming up here, whereas we are 9 days away from the start of the NFL season with Tampa Bay and Dallas on Thursday night. So stay tuned for my NFL predictions, and I'm going to be going division by division base. Thank you guys again so much for your time. I will see all your faces in the next one. Deuces.